I'm Candy Tolentino from howtomakeitinhollywood.com, and today's video is all about why tension truly is your best friend if you're an actor. I know you're used to hearing that tension is something you want to get rid of because you don't want anything that will impede your freedom and your movement and your emotional presence in a scene, and I agree with that. However, I'm not talking about physical tension here. I'm talking about emotional tension. Truly, in life or on film, have you ever seen anything so interesting to watch as two people with deep, profound sexual tension that they are trying to somehow suppress because it's not allowed, whether they're looking at someone they're not supposed to be looking at, or they're dealing with their boss, or for whatever reason this love is forbidden, but they cannot suppress their true feelings, and there's tension in the air so thick you can cut it with a knife. It's delicious to watch. And any kind of emotional tension is extremely watchable. Two people who can't stand each other. I mean, they really just don't want to be in the same room, but they're forced to. Very watchable, like Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, for instance, in, what's the name of that film? A Few Good Men. That courtroom scene where Tom Cruise has Jack Nicholson's character on the stand, and this general is just busting through the seams with contempt for Tom Cruise's character. But, you know, he's supposed to behave. He's in a courtroom, right? And so the tension is thick, and they are just like two gladiators going at each other. Completely, utterly interesting. I could watch that scene 1,000 times, and they're masters. So how can you capitalize on this concept to create amazing performances every time? Well, you build great tension by building stakes. And how do you build high stakes? Let's say you're going out for anything. This applies to any acting. In acting in general, you always want high stakes. So let's say you're going out for a sitcom where you're going out for a series regular, and you are supposed to be the quirky best friend, let's say, of the lead character. So every actor who's going in for the part has that information. That's what the writer gave you. You're quirky, you're the best friend, maybe you're broke, maybe you're on Two Broke Girls or something like that. So everybody has that. How do you differentiate yourself? Well, maybe you have a secret where your best friend was someone you hated in grade school because you were overweight and she made fun of you as the fat kid, and you wore braces and she said that you couldn't hang around with the cool crowd. And so you've had tension with her ever since because she really messed up your childhood. Or maybe you're crushing really hard on her boyfriend and you made out one night at a club when she wasn't around, but you feel guilty about it, but you never want to tell her, and you're still hot for him. Do you see how you can create so many choices that bring tension and stakes to the scene, and that bring life and all sorts of things that maybe the writer didn't even think about, but can make you more interesting than any other actor going out for the role? So as long as you're believable, and as long as you have all of these emotional choices that get you juiced up as your subtext, where you have internal life, internal dialogue happening, not external. You're not trying to show the audience how you feel. No, you're just experiencing it because you're making choices that cause your blood to flow and cause you to feel tension in any situation. You're never just the best friend. You're the best friend with this secret. You're the best friend who's irritated about this issue. You're the best friend who feels guilty because, or you're the neighbor who can't stand the other neighbor. You're never just the neighbor. You're never just anyone. You're someone with a whole life and a whole history full of things that create tension and high stakes in this scene that you're auditioning for or that you booked and you're ready to perform. So remember this the next time you are going out for an audition or getting ready to step on a set. Remember to bring your very best friend with you, and that is emotional tension through very strong choices and high stakes and realness in the moment, because you have made the choices that caused you to be ignited and electric. And when you're electric this way in your performance and your choices, you're magnetic. You can't help but be watchable. So thank you for watching this video, And for these kinds of tips and more information, casting director, webisodes, and all sorts of resources and info that you can't find anywhere else, be sure to check out howtomakeitinhollywood.com. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in Hollywood.